Tonight on Newswatch, watching the markets. How did investors react after yesterday's big sell-off on Wall Street? President Obama has promised a major plan to help jumpstart the economy following his vacation. The plan is reportedly a work in progress, but there have been suggestions it could include new economic stimulus spending. Joining us to talk about the economy is Kereakos Zuras. He is a former advisor to President George W.Bush and the author of How to Succeed When Everyone is Failing. Now, when I hear that they're talking about another round of stimulus spending, it's kind of hard to fathom that they would do that, particularly how unpopular the other rounds of stimulus spending were.
You're exactly right. You know, the Democrats, by definition, are all about growing government, big spending, and social programs. This stimulus spending has not worked. We've spent $666 billion. We were supposed to create 3.4 million jobs. We ended up creating about 2.4. This was supposed to happen by 2010. We're still experiencing extreme unemployment rates, 9.1 in August, 9.2 in July. Big corporations are laying off people by the thousands as we speak. It's not looking good. Throwing money, printing money, raising the debt ceiling isn't working. We need deep cuts. We need deep cuts to social, the entitlement program, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. And until this administration is ready to step up and do that, as unpopular as it will be, then we're not going to get anywhere.
Do you see this administration doing that, though?
No, I don't. They're dilly-dallying around. He wants to go in and talk about a 5% cut in current programs already by next year. We need a solution today. When your arm is cut off and you're bleeding, you don't wait till next year. You do something today, right now. If we were running a business and we had a problem, we wouldn't wait till next year. We would be talking about how we could put a plan in effect tonight and implement it tomorrow morning. This is what needs to be happening right now. We need at least $5 trillion worth of cuts immediately, and we can't afford to wait. It's costing the American people a fortune, and it's not working.
Do you think that this gives Speaker Boehner and Minority Leader McConnell in the Senate some leverage to try and do something when they return?
Yeah, I think it does. You know, President Obama's approval rating on the economy is, 71% of the people are not happy with what he's doing right now. So this is clearly the time. I think the American people are speaking out, and they're tired of this spending because they're realizing now it's costing them, and they want cuts. The problem is going to be that we're going to have to cut in places where it's not going to be pleasant for anyone. But I do think that they have an edge right now, and this is a time where we need to put the pressure on to make things happen.
Do you think if nothing is done, if the president is not able to get any kind of change of heart or change of attitude towards this or change of theory, do you think we're headed for double-dip recession? Yeah,
I was on the show with you back in July, and I forecasted that we would be in a double-dip recession. And you know what? The American public's opinion, the people of America are feeling it. Whether we are technically in a double-dip recession or not, the American people feel like we are. So, in fact, we are just by that. So it's really hurting out there. People can't afford to take care of their families. They can't afford to do anything. It's very bad. And they're talking about taxing more and increasing taxes. I mean, it's economically wrong. Yeah. It's fundamentally wrong. And I don't know why they keep going down this road.
Well, I remember our last interview, and you're sounding a lot more desperate this time than you were last time. So,
well, it's getting worse. I mean, you would think that they would get a clue already. And it's just, the money's got to come from somewhere. It's not free.
Right.
And, and who's going to pay for it is the average American. And that's it. That's the bottom line.
Kereakos Zuras, thanks for being with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.